Good evening, everyone. Santal here. Can everyone able to see my screen and hear my voice clearly? Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Prashant. Thank you, Agamsha. So, just a minute. Let me arrange my tab. So, from today, we'll be starting the intraday sessions. So, like we have a good amount of intraday topics to learn. So, PRB, PBR, and double moving average, which will give good results. So, let's go to the today's topic. So let's wait for others to join. We'll wait for 2-3 minutes and we'll start the session. So like today we'll be looking on PRB methods, that is on intraday for stocks and index. So let's start. So the first method what we are going to learn is about arbitrage. No sir, I am not so familiar about that. Arbitrage, I am not so familiar about that. So buying in cash and selling in future, I can understand that, but I am not familiar about that. But many people do that. That does not works on always. That works only on the time of say like expiry and like those things only it works. So let me get some details on that. If some of our members is having some knowledge, we will try to get and we will try to transfer you, or I'll post the member who is that in arbitraging, and you can directly contact them also. So we'll try to get the details. So just a minute. Okay. So most fund managers do that. Yes, fund managers do that, and unless you do in a big quantity, there will not be any big profits on that. Just a minute. There is some problem with my mouse. Okay. So okay, let's start the session. Let's not get diverted. So let's start the session. So whatever we are going to learn is Phoenix range breakout method 1. Okay, so Phoenix range breakout method 1, and the first method is very important, and second and third method are similar to the same method. Only the timings and other small criteria will be changing. Other than that, the if you are looking for an intraday, if you are looking for an intraday trade, the right time is to trade in between the make your entry in between 9:30 to 11 a.m. So if you are looking for an intraday trade, the right time to make your entry is in between 9:30 to 11 a.m. So no point of making your entry for an intraday trade at 2 p.m. and all. See 2 o'clock, many members will start trading, start their trading by 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. So there is no point in that, because the thing is like we have to give stocks for, so we have to give times for the stocks to make a movement. So ideally it should be entry before 11 a.m. So first method is the most reliable method, and say like we can also tell this as ORB, open range breakout, or Phoenix range breakout. So let's see one by one. So try to understand all those things clearly. So have your questions at last. Okay, so let me show you first theoretically, and after that I'll take you through the live charts. So first, the tiny candle for the first 15 minutes. First candle, what is the time frame? Okay, the chart should be taken in 15 minutes. The chart should be taken in 15 minutes. And cash charts, again it's a cash chart. The chart should be taken in 15 minutes, and it should be on a cash chart, not on future, not on option. It should be on a cash chart. Okay, so let me take some other script. So today every stock opening itself it got crashed. So let's see one by one. So almost the setup is same setup. Indicators what we require in this is same Phoenix setup. That is the reason I told you concentrate on delivery trading, concentrate on delivery trading, so that intraday trading will become easy. So how many of you are not still familiar with this Phoenix daily setup? This daily setup, how many of you are not still convenient, or still like not familiar? What is the line included or how to use it? Okay, so the same setup is now we are going to use for intraday also. So there should not be any big difficulties for you both or others in using the intraday trading, right? So it is for intraday. I'm not taking a new trade setup for intraday and showing you. This is complete new setup to follow in intraday trades. The same delivery setup, just we are changing the time frame to 15 minutes, not 5 minutes, not 30 minutes. It's only 15 minutes. Are we clear? So next, so here it's a very interesting thing, because the market movement will happen in every 10 minutes, 5 minutes. The market movement is going to happen. So you don't have to wait for the next day to make your entry. The thing is, you have to read the complete environment. That is very important. You have to read the complete environment. So let's see one by one. So 15 minutes candle, 15 minutes candle, same Phoenix setup. It's called as ORB or Phoenix range breakout method 1. Range is breaking between 9:30 to 10 a.m. That means the first candle will form in between 9:15 to 9:30, right? The 15 minutes candle, first candle will form in between 9:15 to 9:30. So our entry will happen only after 9:30. Say like 9:35, 9:40, we will make our entry. Okay, 9:35, we will make our entry. So let's see that. So tiny candle for the first 15 minutes. It can be 1% or less than 1%. Color can be either red or green. So what all we can tell as a tiny candle in our candlestick pattern? What all candles we can tell us a tiny candle? Okay, so let me tell you, we can say like pin bar candles can be a tiny candle, and necessarily bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing will not be a tiny candle. So that also can be a tiny candle, but that does not fit into the pattern. Okay, so smaller body candle, yes, we can take all the smaller body candle as a tiny candle. Preferably doji. Okay, preferably doji. So like the tiny candle for the first 15 minutes can be 1% or less than 1%. Color can be either red or green. Open is equal to same with small wick. Yes, you can take that. Open is equal to low, open is equal to high, open is equal to low, you can take that. That is an additional advantage. So coming here, I am marking here as an example. You can see the first candle is 9:15 to 9:30 candle, and this candle, the height, that means including the range. If this is the candle, does this candle have any pattern? First of all, 15 minutes candle also will not consider as a candlestick pattern, because only the daily candlestick pattern is having good weightage. 15 minutes candlestick pattern just we can consider. We can't give priority, we can just consider. So does this candlestick pattern is having any, do you think any this candlestick is having any kind of pattern? No, right? It's just a candlestick. So if when we take this candlestick, it should be calculated in between the high and low, not the body. When you take like this candlestick, again we have to take this high and low, not the wick. Even if the candle is like this, we have to consider again high and low, not wick. High and low, not only the body. Okay, so range of the candle should be less than 1%. Range of the candle should be less than 1%. So this is the range of the candle should be less than 1%. 1% in the sense it can be less than 1% and approximately 1.1, 1.2 we can consider. Small slippage we can consider, not 2%. Next, any doubt in this first point? Identifying the range of the candle. The first candle should be less than 1%. Any doubt in this? Clear. So next, mark the range of the candle for the first 15 minutes, high and low. You can see here, mark the range of the first 15 minutes candle, high and low to be marked. Say like for example, if this is the candle, don't take exactly this high, this low. Take little bit, give little slippage, high, low. 1% means variance. That's right. 1% in the sense it's a variance. Say like for example, if this candle is less than 1%, then take the high and the low. Okay, so next, just a minute. Okay, so mark the range of the first 15 minutes candle. Keep an eye on volume, RSI and MACD. So it should, if you are looking for a long, MACD should not give a negative crossover. MACD and RSI should not give a negative crossover. It should be possible. It should be in a favorable condition. So that's the reason. Keep an eye on volume, RSI and MACD. Entry will be triggered on the breaking of the range, be it upper side or the lower side. This is only for intraday, not for carry forward. Entry will be triggered on the breaking of the range, be it upper side or the lower side. That means you can see here, when we mark this as a first candle, so if the second candle breaks the high of the candle, the first candle, we will go long here. And if the first candle gives a entry on the downside, we will go short here. Any doubt still here? The first candle can be either red or green. The first candle can be red, and if green, if the high is broken, we can go for a long. There is no doubt. If the first candle is green, and again if the low is broken, we can go for a short. No doubt in that. You can see here, considering this as the first candle, okay, when you make your entry here, your entry will happen just above the candle, not exactly at this particular place. So when you make your entry here for long, this will be your entry and this will be the stop loss. This will be the stop loss. Now can someone tell me what will be the maximum stop loss we will be taking for every trade? Answers. What can be the maximum stop loss? Intraday trade, it's an intraday trade. It's an intraday trade. So whoever told 1% is right, whoever told 1.5% is right. It cannot be 3% because see, I'll again repeat you. I'll again repeat. The first candle is going to be less than 1%. The first candle range is going to be less than 1%. We are going to make our entry here and we are going to keep our stop loss here. Strictly, if the candle is slipping down, exit your trade by this place. Then how can we take a stop loss of 3% or 5%? That's unnecessary, right? Because our target itself is going to be 1.5 to 2%. So we don't have to take a risk of 2 or 3% as a stop loss. Stop loss can be less than 1.5%. I'll repeat. So we are looking on Phoenix range breakout intraday first method, and the timing of the charts, the chart timing is 15 minutes, and also this method is called as open range breakout. Tiny candle for the first 15 minutes. That means 9:15 to 9:30 the candlestick should be a tiny candle and can be 1% or less than 1%, and candle color can be red or green. Mark the range of the first 15 minutes candle. You can see here, mark the range. For example, if this is the first 15 minutes candle, we have to enter in this strictly on the second candle. No, if second candle is like this, third candle is like this, fourth candle is like this, we can make our entry at this place. We can make our entry at this place. Are we clear? If the first two candles, three candles range bound, and third candle, if it is giving a breakout, we can make our entry here, no doubt in that. And same like that, if the fourth candle, for example, first candle and second candle, third candle and fourth candle, if it is giving a breakdown, so we can make our entry short here, no doubt in that. Okay, next entry should be higher than the first candle. Yes, your entry should be higher than the first candle, just above the first candle. You can see here, if this is the high and this is the low, your entry will be here. Your entry will happen here, just above the high we will make our entry. Just below the low, keep your stop loss. Don't keep exactly at this low. Just below the low, keep the stop loss. So when you take a slippage, little slippage here and here, your stop loss cannot be greater than 1.5%. Your stop loss cannot be greater than 1.5%. Are we clear? Any doubt? Like signal theory, perfect. It's a signal theory. Okay, next. So now we have to see the environment. We have to see all the environment. So this is just to make our entry. Okay, this is just to make our entry. You have to give me just half a minute time. My mouse battery is gone, I think. Just I need to replace from some other mouse. Just a minute, let me try fixing this itself. Good, we had a spare. Okay, so now range of the candle, we have seen everything, right? So same like that, now we have to see the complete environment. This environment is very, very important, so that we can able to avoid the wrong signals. Avoiding the wrong signals we can avoid. So now let's see. So this is the only way to make an entry. Tiny candles for the first 15 minutes can be 1% or less. Color, the first candle color can be either red or green, green or red. And mark the range of the first 15 minutes candle. Keep an eye on volume, RSI and MACD. If you are going to buy on the second candle, then what should be the color of the volume? Can someone tell? What should be the, yes, perfect. It should be in green. It should be in green. If you are going for a short, then it should be in red. And MACD same like that. MACD should be on like this. MACD should not come like this. Even MACD and RSI. RSI should come like this. RSI should not come like this. This means it's a downtrend. And this means it's an uptrend. Okay. So take a entry. Entry will be triggered on the breaking of the range, be it upside or lower side. Take the entry from the second candle, that is 931 to 935 or 945 to 950. So it can happen in between this timings. After 9:30 anytime you can make your entry after validation. Okay, ideal stop loss should be the low of the first candle for long and the high of the first candle for short. So when you make your entry here, this will be your stop loss and this will be your stop loss. Yes, now RSI and MACD we have to see in 15-minute chart. Simply we are shifting the chart timing to 15 minutes. That's it. Simply we are shifting the chart timing to 15 minutes. So RSI, MACD, pivot, everything we have to see in 15 minutes only. No need to see the daily chart. So now for intraday trade, how will we do the stock selection? We have many more to see, but still just a small question. No need to check 200 SMA. You have to check 200 SMA also. Phoenix setups. What all is Phoenix setup? Can someone summarize in one single message? What all is Phoenix setup? Can someone summarize in one single message? I'll wait for 2-3 minutes because that is very, very important. Okay. So 10 SMA, 50 SMA, 10 SMA, 50 SMA, 200 SMA, 450 SMA also you can take pivot, RSI, MACD, volume bar. So put together these all creates Phoenix support, Phoenix setup, and same thing should be implemented in the 15 minutes. Okay. So if we start checking everything, the possibilities of failures will be very, 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 very less. Okay, the possibilities of failures will be very, 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 very less. So now if you let's read these lines completely and understand one by one. So ideal stop loss should be the low of the first candle and for long and high of the first candle for short. First target will be pivot, second target will be next pivot. First target will be pivot and second target will be next pivot for both long and short. So that means now I'll open a live chart and I'll start explaining you. The screeners we have, sir, we have a separate screener. So high is 344, low is 341. So is this less than 1%? 344.2 and low is 341 point. Say let's take like 341. So is this less than 1%? Can we consider this for a stock? Can we consider the stocks for intraday? The high and low is 2 rupees, sir, where the stock value is 300 rupees. So now will we select this for long or short? Short. Perfect. Okay, so let me explain you. Okay, so now we have to see the complete environment. So which is very, very important, which is not important. Let's see everything. Okay, so you can see here high, low, and if you see the low is getting triggered at this place, the low is getting triggered at this place. So short is triggered at this particular point. At this particular point, RSI is how it is? It is upside. It is upside. So MACD is not clear, so you can ignore this, and you can see here the candle is also green. The volume candle is also green. You may avoid at this place. You may avoid at this place, especially even if you see that logically the volume candle will be in red by that time, but the RSI is uptrend. RSI is in trending upside. So you can avoid at this place. The same stock low got triggered at this particular place. Number one. So you may also enter short here because you can able to see the stock is below the pivot. The stock is below the pivot. Getting a stock like this is very rare, and this is a good stock to trade for short today. You can see here the 50 SMA is above here, which acting as a resistance, which will not allow the stock to go above so easily. So considering this environment, considering this overall environment, you can go for short here, no doubt. Even if you missed at this place, you can go for short here without any hesitation, because you can see here it is below the 50 moving average, it is below the pivot and below the 10 SMA line. And by this place you can see the RSI also started moving downside. Any doubts? When you make your entry here, your stop loss will be at this place. Any doubt? So when you make your entry here, this will be your first target, this will be your second target. When you make your entry here, this first pivot will be your first target and second pivot will be your second target. When you make your entry here, when the stock comes at this place, you have to revise your stop loss to just below this level. Intraday, which moving average will we indicate for a strong entry? There is no moving average for an entry. This candle is after 10 a.m. we can still consider, madam. This candle is after 10 a.m. still we can consider. It is exactly on 10 a.m. It is exactly on 10 a.m. The first sheet itself I have mentioned clearly. You can see here 9:30 to 10 a.m. 10, 10, 10 in the sense till 10, 5, 10, 10, 10 you can make your entry. Okay, so in the same stock, I'll show you the entry of the previous day, the entry of a previous day. You can see here, again it's a very good stock, because why? It is opening below the pivot. It's a very good stock. Why? Because it is opening below the pivot, but the problem is uh, we have a 50 SMA below. We have a 50 SMA below, so we can avoid this stock. We can avoid this stock because this 50 SMA line will not allow the stock to go below this 50 SMA line so easily. That particular day, complete market was crashed. So only this intraday trade, the stock has slipped down. So if we consider like this, till 10 a.m. do we have a trade here? 10:15 only the low is getting triggered. So this will come under next trading setup. Next trading setup it will come. So let's see the previous day. Let's see the previous day. 9:15. Okay. So 348, 344, 344 and a half, 346 and a half. So is this stock is selected? 344, 346. So this stock is selected, right? So we will see here. So which side is triggered now? Long or short? Buy. Perfect. So buy is triggered at again 10 a.m. Buy is triggered at again 10 a.m. So we can take a chance of making our entry at this place. Take a chance of making an entry at this place, considering this as a first target and little bit above as a second target. But you can see here already the stock has previously given big rally, so you can avoid the stock. So this is the way where you can trade in the same stock every day, but that is not suggestible. Pick the stock as per daily chart. Pick the stock as per daily chart. Are we clear? So let me take some other stock. Let's take some Indigo. Yes, we can take Axis also. We can take. Pick the stock as per the daily chart so that it will be having good momentum. So now see here, first candle is 748, second candle is 755. Can we take the stock? Can we take this stock? First candle is 738, second candle is 755. Probably avoid. If breakout happens after 10 a.m., can we enter? Yes, we can enter, madam. Up to 12 p.m. we can make our entry. But after 10 a.m. it will come in the PRB 2-3 methods. Okay, so 2-3 methods. And so let's see. You can see here again, wherever you are seeing a big candle in the first candle makes a big candle, avoid those kind of stocks, because that the momentum will not be there after the first candle. So let's read this completely, and I think roughly you might have got some ideas. So let me read it completely. Many exclusions are there, many inclusions are there. So tiny candle for the first 15 minutes can be 1% or less, can be 1% or less than 1%. Color can be red or green. Mark the range of the first 15 minutes candle, high and low. Keep an eye on volume, RSI and MACD. RSI volume is very important. MACD is not so important, as like our daily setup. Entry will be triggered on the breaking of the range, be it upper side or lower side. Take an entry from the second candle, that is 931 to 935 or 946 to 950, or you can take still even 10 a.m. to 10.00 to 10.05. So ideal stop loss should be the low of the first candle for long and high of the first candle for short. First target will be pivot, second target will be next pivot, and so on for both long and short. Don't make an entry if you find any resistance from the moving average for long and support for short. For example, you are getting an entry above the first PRB. Immediately there is a moving average as a resistance, say like 50 moving average or 200 moving average. Try avoid making that stock, avoid entry in that stock, because that stock, that moving average will not easily allow to go the stock for a movement. So pivot point also will act as a support and resistance. Pivot point also, I am just keeping mic very next to me. Pivot point also will act as a support and resistance. If you find any pivot point after breaking the PRB, wait for the candle to break the pivot and take the support from the pivot point. So I'll draw you theoretically here, and when I show you many examples, I'll show you that particular place. So for example, if you see a pivot point here, if you see a pivot point here, so what will you do? Will you make your entry here? Make your entry here. Are we clear? Assume that you are having a pivot point at this place. First candle. So if you find a pivot point here, this is a pivot point. Any timing normally, what time block deals happen? Not sure, sir. Not sure. It depends. So make your entry at this place. Make your entry just above the pivot point. Same like that. If you see a pivot point here at this place, make your entry below the pivot point, because this pivot point will act as a support. Same like that. If you have a 200 moving average going like this and 50 moving average going like this, then don't make your entry at this place. Make your entry above the moving average. Can it change the stock trend? Stop loss should be changed then. Stop loss again, see, don't make your entry just more than 1.5%. From this place, your entry should be very close. From this place, say for example, this is the PR, this is the high breaking place. From here, your entry should be little bit nearby only. It should be nearby only. You should not make your entry here, because when you make your entry very far, that will give you big stop loss. Next candle is not required. It should break the moving average. It should break the pivot point. 29/11/2009, there's a pivot point. 29/11. Let me check. 29.11. Yes, you can see here. You can see here. So pivot point, I don't think this gives any example, because you can see here there is high is not triggered. High is not triggered. Without triggering the high, again the stock slipped down. So this we cannot take this as an example. And so let's read the exclusion. Let's read it completely. Keep trailing stop loss. Don't shift your stop loss. Exit if your stop loss hit. See, keep trailing your stop loss in the sense, keep when you buy at 100, everyone knows what is trailing stop loss. I don't have to repeat again. So trail your stop loss. Don't shift your stop loss. For example, if your stop loss is 100, your entry is 102. When the stock comes to nearby 102, 101, don't shift your stop loss to 99. So this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Please do not do that. Okay. One doubt on daily chart, we refer 15 minutes chart to know how stock is moving, it's favorable or not. While using the PRB method, entry will be in 15 minutes. Should we consider pivot moving average on lower time frame 5 minutes? No sir, it's everything is on 15 minutes. Everything is on 15 minutes. Don't get confused. For daily chart, the pivot will be on for daily candles, pivot will be on monthly, and for 15-minute chart, everything will be on 15 minutes. Pivot, it's a daily pivot. You don't have to do anything. When you add pivot itself, you will by default you will get a pivot. Okay, and keep always the target little bit low from the pivot, and stop loss also low from the PRB, because stock may not touch the pivot and may touch stop loss multiple times. So the example is you can see here, so junk stock it seems. PRB, Phoenix range breakout, ORB, both are same only. Yeah, regarding stop loss, trailing stop loss, I'll explain you. So you can see here, high, low. So can we go for a short at this place? Answer quickly. Can we go for a short at this place? This place? No. Why? Because we can see there is a 50 moving average as acting as a support. So it will not allow the stock to go down easily. Okay, go down easily. So same like that, you can see here stop loss is hit. $9.15, $6.39, $6.49. Can we take this stock? Can we take this stock? No, right? Because it is more than 1%. It is more than 1%. So do not take this stock. Why we are telling don't take this stock? Because you can see it will give movement either side. So movement happened very late. So don't take this stock. This stock will come under second and third methods. Okay, second and third methods. $29, $7.55 and $7.48. So can we take this stock? Can we take this stock? See, if you see as per percentage, we can take this stock. 749 and 755, we can take this stock. But you can see here, it has crossed everywhere. Yes, no doubt, your entry happens here, your stop loss happens here. So the moment when the stock slips down, because it's a clear entry, the moment when the stock slips down, okay, you have to exit at this place. If you don't exit, if you don't respect the stop loss, You'll be closing your trade at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you'll be closing at the rock bottom. See, it's not only seeing on the percentage, see the previous candles. See the previous candles. Okay. It fits into 1%. 755, 748, 749, 755. It's exactly fits into 1%. Okay. See if there is a small normal candle. When you consider the previous 15, 20 candles, don't you feel this is a big candle? Yes, right. You can avoid that. You can avoid that. It's not only exactly based on the percentage. While considering the previous trending, if it is a complete jumbo candle, you can avoid that. So next, pivot points will act as a support, pivot points will act as a resistance. If you find a pivot after breaking in the that we have seen, keep trailing stop loss. Don't shift the stop loss if your stop loss is hit. Next, keep always the target little bit low from the pivot and stop loss also little bit low from the PRB. We have seen this. Avoid the stocks which makes big candle in the first 15 minutes. What happens if you pick the stock which is making big candle like this? Next full day candle will be moving like this, and it will not give you profit. It will not give you loss. Full day it will just move like this, and it will take your entire time. So you will be holding positions here. You cannot close in loss, and you will not be able to trade in the good stocks also. Next, avoid the stocks. Okay, we have learned. If you find a stock on pivot, there are high chances to stock traveling to R1, R2, R3, and S1, S2, S3. For example, if you take this as a pivot, this is a pivot in the sense only one thing, that is center point black one. So, for example, this is the first candle, second candle. Don't miss this stock to make an entry. Are we clear? For long. And same like that, if this is the pivot and if you are getting a stock like this, don't miss to make an entry, because this pivot will act as a resistance, and finding the stocks on pivot is very difficult, rare case. Maybe if you find, you will get good, but this will give you good results on that intraday itself. So someone can start screening the stocks which is near pivot itself. It can be like this also. The first candle can be like this also, or the first candle can be like this also. Stock pivot entry daily 15 minutes daily, sir, 15 minutes candle, madam. Why you are getting confused with daily? I'm telling about 15 minutes candle only. Okay. So if you find a stock on pivot, there are high chances for the stock to traveling R1, R2, and R3, and S1, S2, S3, and avoid stocks based on news. Avoid stocks based on news, because it may turn both the sides. It may turn. Avoid the stocks based on news, and trade with Nifty trend. So that is very important. Trade with Nifty trend. So if Nifty is in positive, look for short, look for long the day, don't look for shorts. If Nifty is in negative, look for short on the day, don't look for if Nifty is negative, don't look for short on the day, don't look for long. And whenever the stock is crossing moving average, pivot point, and PRB, and days high and days low, it will cross with momentum including volume. That means when there is a one side movement, the stock will cross with the momentum. So if you keep trailing your stop loss, there is a good opportunity to get good profits. Next, once the first target is met, point number 18, once the first target is met, shift the stop loss to the buying price, just above the buying price, and do the trailing stop loss. Once the first target is met, stock is traveling to the next pivot and crossed half the way to the second target, shift your stop loss to the first pivot. That means trailing stop loss. For example, you buy at 100, stop loss is 98, and stock goes to 102, shift your stop loss to 100. Stock goes to 103, shift your stop loss to 102. Stock goes to 104, shift your stop loss to 103.5. Are we clear? Who didn't understand this? When you buy at 100, you keep your stop loss as 98 or 97.98 or 98.5. When stock goes to 102, shift your stop loss to 100. That is revising above the cost, around the cost. When the stock is moving to 103, shift the stop loss to 102, and when the stock is above 104, shift the stop loss to 103.5. So unless we trail the stop loss, we will not get the full profits. Unless we trail the stop loss, we will not get the full profits. Okay. So why do you reduce the stop loss to 50 paisa? Because see, intraday we have got 4%, right? Intraday we have got 4%. That is the time to exit. After going to 104, we should not close at 102, right? Do you think that is sensible? We bought at 100, stock went to 104. What is the point of closing in at 102? So if you could able to close at 103.5, we will take the complete profit. So like this, while trailing, that is called as trailing stop loss. When we are in profit, we have to take the stop loss near to the cost. So since Gayatri project on public channel also in upper circuit in our team, hope everybody has reviewed the stock. My personal request to review the stock. I'm not sure public channel stocks. You have to check with Prabhu only. I'll check. Gayatri projects, you may have an entry above this level 59.91, and stock is keep on going upside only. So what is the doubt in this? Most of the time stop loss will hit at 103.5. See, at least Simon, that's fine, but at least we are getting 3.5% in the intraday itself, right? Do you think that is good or not? So are we clear? So next, so avoid penny stocks. Avoid penny stocks. That means don't take penny stocks don't take penny stocks. That means less than 50 rupees. Avoid trading the stocks which is less than 50 rupees. Next, and high volatile stocks. Even high volatile stocks avoid. Avoid stocks where the pivot points are close for the day. That means sometimes when the previous day, Maruti we can trade, no doubt, sir. Maruti is a good stock. When the previous day range is less, pivot points will be like this, very close. Don't avoid these kind of stocks. If this is pivot, at least 1, 2, 3, it should be like this. 1, 2, 3, it should be like this. Are we clear? Avoid this kind of pivot points which is very close. Trailing method related to candle pattern, no sir, not possible. Because in intraday time frame, red, green, everything will be keep on changing and coming. So you can't ideally trail it with candlestick pattern. Next, try to give more importance for doji candle rather than big bullish candle. You understood? So try to give more importance for doji candle and pin bar candles rather than big bullish candles. Next, trade in intraday MIS in intraday mode. Whenever you want to trade in intraday, please get into the intraday mode. So don't go for an open order. Don't go for an open order. Trade into the intraday mode. Are we clear? So that even if you didn't close the position by the end of the day, the position will get closed automatically, so that you don't have to get into the big losses. So please go with the stop loss, that is intraday mode, and take only 4 times of exposure. Follow money management. This is very important. Don't take 15 times, 20 times exposure. Take only 4 times exposures. Follow money management. This is very important. And let's summarize again from first. Tiny candle for the first 15 minutes can be 1% or less. Color can be red or green candle. Mark the range of the first 15 minutes candle, high and low. I'll explain you, sir. Mark the range of the first 15 minutes candle, high and low. Keep an eye on volume, RSI and MACD. This should not be against us. This should not be against us. Entry will be triggered on breaking of the range, be it upper side or lower side. Take entry from the second candle 9:31 to 9:35, 9:46 to 9:50, or 10 to 10:05 a.m. Ideal stop loss should be low of the first candle for long and high of the first candle for short. The same thing you can read it. I'll just explain you with few scripts. So for Nifty, what we can take is, we can take with the range of 30 points. We can take with the range of 30 points, because we can't able to take a big 1% category. We will not fit in Nifty. We can take 30-40 points as a opening level. 12,101, 12,129. So now tell me, can we go for a short at this place? Is this right? Can we go for a short at this place? Bhaskar, see again. There is one more pivot on top. It's not only this pivot. We can see. No, we can see. Bhaskar, I told very clearly the first candle can be red or green. There is no restriction for the first candle. The first candle can be either red or green. We can go for a short. And again, see this Nifty, when it is in 12,100, it's in the top of the curve or bottom of the curve? It's on the top of the curve, right? So we can take a chance of taking a stop loss of 30 points. See, 30 points in Nifty is a very good stop loss here. So you should not miss that. Okay. And again, you can see it's opening on resistance. So once you go for a short here, so our next target is this pivot. So let's see, 12,098 and 12,026, almost 70 points is target. Clean 70 points we have got. We have got clean 70 points for the day. So once it comes here, maybe you might have trailed your stop loss, and trailing stop loss might have been hit. But I don't think here we might have booked the profit, because first target itself is at this place, second target is this place. So there is no point in booking loss at this place. Our stop loss might have been remained the same. Are we clear? Next. So in Nifty itself, let's see few more categories. Nifty itself we will see. You can see here the first entry is 11,957, 11,921. Avoid this place because stop loss is 70 points. Avoid this place and see this place 915, 11,961, 11,946. Can we go for a short here? No. Why? Because immediately there is a pivot acting as a support. So go for a short at this place. Breaking this pivot, go for a short. So once you go for a short at this place, then your trailing stop loss will be here. Your stop loss will be here. See here, this is acting as a first target and second target is little bit low. We can go here for a short because you can see 50 moving average is above, pivot is above. Are we clear? Now, sir, one more important thing to listen. You can see here the moving average, sorry, the RSI is below 30. RSI is below 30. So what I told is, in intraday mode, when we see RSI, it should be in downtrend or uptrend. Don't bother about it's below 30 or below 60. Don't bother about that. Are we clear? Don't bother about RSI is below 30 or below 60. Only the direction is important. When you go for a short at this place, RSI should not be bullish. We know we can be able to identify the RSI if it is like this and if it is like this. Case 1, case 2. What does it mean? Say like, let's tell for one, the other one is opposite. What does it mean if the RSI is in this direction? Case 2. What does it mean? Long. Everyone others uptrend. So we are clear, right? So we can able to identify whether it's in long or short. So When we go for a short, RSI should not be like this. That is the case that there is a controversy. Avoid that. Are we clear? So next, this place we can avoid. This place we can avoid. Again, this place we can avoid. 12,025, 12,980. 45 point stop loss we can avoid. And who all love to trade in Nifty continuously? Who all wants to trade in Nifty at least 5 times in a week? So now you have to do your journey with Nifty. That means say like if assume that if you go to a water theme park, what we'll do, we'll try to get into all the rides, right? So same thing, you can keep Nifty as a Nifty as your stock or index, and you can trade in all the opportunities you can trade. So now I'll go to someday, and from there I'll show you how many places we are getting an entry. Okay, have you ever seen Prabhu will give Nifty calls as much as possible throughout the day? Mostly, whenever we get an opportunity, throughout the day, he'll try to give a call. How many of you have seen? Even 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So whatever we learned is only the PRB that is in the first session. But he'll give call by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, even at the closing of the time, he'll give a call. So let's see how he is giving the call. So let me go from last and we will start. Okay. So now this place, okay, this place, if you see, we don't have a trade here. We don't have a trade here. Whenever you get a situation like this, you can see here, this area is in between what and what? Can someone tell? This highlighted area, this area is in between what and what? 50 moving average, 200 moving average. And that too is, it's like a descending triangle. It's like a triangle. It's like a triangle. Okay, so don't try to take the trade at this place. Tomorrow, yes, pivot we can take, but more consideringly we can able to see this thing is there. These two things are there. Okay, so now tomorrow, if you get an entry above this level, you can go for a long. If you get an entry up below this level, you can go for a short. Okay, and the green is 10 SMA. So next, can we make our entry here? What is this trade setup? Quickly tell. 50. That's not 50, sir. Forget about doji. Don't see about candlestick pattern. Trade from support. That's perfect. That's perfect sitting on MA. So now it's not trade from bottom, it's a trade from support. It's a trade from support. See, now you can make your entry here. You can make your entry here or here. You can make your entry. When it reverses, you can make your entry, keep your stop loss here. So if you might have made your position here, you might have booked here. So when you make our entry here itself, do we know this 50 SMA will act as a target? Yes or no? Because 50 SMA will act as a resistance, 50 SMA will act as a support. Are we right or not? Yes. How many know? How many don't know? Tell me yes, no. This will work in option also. No doubt in that. This will work in option also. Yes. So now the only thing what you have to see is when you make your entry here 12,042, your maximum target can be 12,093. Your stop loss will be 12,015. Are we ready to take that? When you make your entry here 12,000, entry at 12,040, 12040, stop loss 12,016 or 12,015, 12015, target. You can know that just below this level we have to exit 12,090. Will this work on Bank Nifty too? Yes, this will work in Bank Nifty too, but don't try in Bank Nifty option. This will work in Nifty option, but this may not work in Bank Nifty option because the timing is very important. The timing is very important. So if you are ready to take a stop loss of 25 points, you can take a target of 40 or 50 points. Here the target is 50 points, right? So is this good risk and reward ratio? 1:2, 25 points stop loss. Yes, this is for Nifty future I'm telling. 25 points stop loss and 15 points, sorry, 50 points target. So same like that. So this is one trade. Okay, I'll show you how many opportunities are available every day. Can we short here? The place where I have kept my crosshair. Can we short here? Yes. Why? Rahul, reason. Deepak, reason. Apart from PRB, can we short here? Yes, it is a breakdown of 50 SMA. It's a breakdown of 50 SMA. So what is our target? See here, exactly it is turning around. Exactly it is turning around. So what is your risk? When you short here, what is your risk? You have to keep your stop loss at this place. Am I right? So how much is the stop loss? 12,120, 12,000, 40 point stop, sorry, 30 point stop loss, and target is 60 points. Can we trade here? Okay. 2 trades in the last 2 days. Next, do we have any entry here? See clearly. Do we have any entry here? This particular place. Is there any trade from support, trade from resistance, trade from top? Anything is there? No, nothing is there. Nothing is there. So there is no trade on that particular day. There is no trade on that particular day. Coming back to this place. Can we make our entry here? It's taking a support. And we can make our entry here itself. But there is a moving average on the top. Breakout on the moving average. We can make our entry here. We can keep our stop loss here. And our target is next pivot. We can make our entry here. Sorry, here. We can keep our stop loss here. Our target is next pivot. See the risk and reward ratio. 12080, 12055, that is 25 points, and target is 40 points. Here the profit seems little bit less, but still 40 points, 1:1 is fine, I believe. So do you believe the Phoenix setup is working in intraday also? Yes, that is the reason I told you, please concentrate on daily trade, so that just by switching over the time frame, it will be a cakewalk for us. So now see here, do we have our entry here? Breaking the pivot, do we have our entry here? You can see away congestion, all the congestion is cleared. We are having our entry here. We can keep this. Whenever you see a big candle, like this, you can keep stop loss just below the 50 moving average, because these 50 moving average and 200 moving average are more powerful lines, will not allow the stock to go downside. When you make your entry here, what is your maximum risk? 11970, 11945, 25 points stop loss. Sir, you go and take any tip provider, nobody will give a clear call like this. Now you can trade by yourself. Am I right or not? How many of you want still assistance from anyone? Can we go for a short here? But that is at the end of the day. This is at the end of the day. Okay, if you are looking for a BTST, and again you see here, When you make your short at this place itself, you know this is going to be the target. See here, exactly it is coming here and it is reversing. So now you tell me, is these lines are drawn after the market movement or along with the market movement? After or along? Along. No doubt in that, right? Anyone have any doubts? After the market movement, everyone is drawing the lines and showing the past performance. No, right? Because the same upstocks terminal you are using, I am using, everyone is using, and it's a free platform. Anyone can go and see. So whenever it's taking a support and resistance from any of the factors, pivot, MA, and whenever there is a clear signal in RSI, you can go for a long, you can go for a short. So next, again here you can see there is one more, there is no trade. You can see here, there is no trade. Do you have a trade here? No trade. So no trade, don't trade. Same like that, you can see here, there is a trade here, there is a trade here, the stop loss is hit. When you make your entry at this place, your stop loss is hit. Or we can say like we have to go above this long, the above the long is triggered here and it has gone little bit low only, again the stop loss is hit. So very rare case, rare case this stop loss hits. SMA and EMA is exponential moving average, SMA is simple moving average. In all our theory it will be in SMA only, not EMA. You can see here, I'll show you the place where stop loss hits also. Entry, stop loss hits. The next candle, the stop loss is hit. But ideally we should take the swing low as a stop loss. Whenever there is a congestion in market only, we will face losses, or else mostly you can have a journey with Nifty, Bank Nifty, and any stocks also. You can take HDFC Bank, you can take Reliance, you can take Infi also little bit sluggish stock only. You can take Maruti, See, one is PRB method, one is PRB. So can we enter 70 points, 7294, 7200? So this category, it has been, this category on PRB, this method is rejected. Am I right or not? Number one, PRB, this method is rejected because it is more than 1%. Am I right? Any doubt in this? Do we need to look only 50 and 200 SMA? Perfectly right, sir. No need to see any other moving average. What about 100 SMA? No, sir. 100 SMA 10-minute chart. Don't get confused, Prashant. Please. That's absolutely not a subject. Can we go for a short here with this place as a stop loss? Yes or no? Because it is breaking 50 SMA. So what is your maximum risk, sir? 7196, 7250, 50 points. 50 points in Maruti is not a big stop loss, sir. It's less than 1%. So what is your first target? The immediate pivot. Second target EOD, it is in less only. Again, you can see here, there is a entry here. Below this level, you can go for a short. And you can trail your stop loss. Your trailing stop loss is hit here. Stock came here, shift your stop loss, and stock came here, shift your stop loss from here to here. Trailing stop loss is hit. Worst case, cost to cost. And again you bought here, you may bought here, you may buy here, but it's in the EOD. Either you have to look as a BTST trade only. So are we clear now? So now I have taught you two methods. One is PRB, and second method is journey with Phoenix setup. In the same stock, you can trade completely. The same stock, whether it may be a Reliance or Nifty or Bank Nifty, you can join the journey with completely. Minimum, I'll tell you, you'll get 25 trades in Nifty for a full month. minimum you will get 25 trades in Nifty for a full month. I am sure that 70% there should be a good accuracy, minimum 70%. Okay, so next, so these are the we have another two more setups. Okay, let's try to complete that. Just a minute. There is just a small difference in, there's a small difference in entry only, so we'll try to complete that also, so that tomorrow we'll have double average. So it's again a good theory to learn. You'll enjoy more than this, the double average you'll enjoy more than this, because you can trade any time in double average, any day. After you are not in market for 6 months, you are coming, yeah, 25 trades in Nifty, intraday trades I'm telling about. In a day itself you'll get one or two. I'm telling about the maximum trades. Minimum you'll get 15 in a month. And okay, so there is only a minor difference. Phoenix range breakout method 2. Okay, range breaking is between after 10 a.m. and before 11 a.m. Range breaking. So that means the range breaking is in between after 10 a.m. and before 11 a.m. You can see here. So this is for someone who are coming and making your entry, your login after 10 a.m. Say like I can able to log in my system only after 10 a.m. or 9:45, something like that. I could not able to get the morning move. For them only. So technically there's an entry here or not? There's an entry here for short. There's an entry here for long. Answers. Can you able to hear me? Yes. So there is a entry here. So but the stop loss got hit and the stock is reversing bullish. Again, it's giving a reversal entry. Reversal entry. You can consider like this, number one, or you can say like first candle was like this, second candle was like this, third candle was like this, fourth candle was like this, and fifth candle it started giving an entry in the long or short. So that is the entry whichever is getting triggered after 11 a.m. after 10 a.m. we fit into this criteria. Phoenix range breakout method 2, range breaking after 10 a.m. and before 11 a.m. use the bracket order. So always I used to tell trade with intraday but intraday type of orders only. Should enter with the breakout happens, should not wait for the candle closure. For example, first candle, second candle, third candle, and fourth candle, fifth candle if you are getting a breakout above. So you can make your entry here immediately. When you can make your entry here, don't wait for this candle to close. Don't wait for this candle to close. When you make your entry here, your stop loss will be the previous candle swing, the previous candle low, or you can make, if this candle is little big, you can make the same candle low, you can keep as a stop loss, or 1.5% max. Okay, so this is Phoenix method 2. Let me see, is there any example? Yes. So I'll try to show you some example. You can see here 1580, 1565. So here this place will not be a clear. So we can't take this as an entry, because again this 200 moving average is acting as a support. This 200 moving average is acting as a support, so we can't take Reliance so closely. You can take this stock itself. You can see this. This is the place we are getting an entry. Are we clear? We are getting an entry around 10 a.m. after 10 a.m. So after 10 a.m. so when we get an entry, we can make our entry at this place itself, and we have to go with the stop loss. No need to go above this candle high. We can go once the high is broken itself, we can make our entry. Clear? So this breakout happened. So I believe this kind of trades are not necessary. Instead, you can start your trades along with this moving averages, along with the Phoenix setup. You can start your trade setups along with the moving average. See here, can we make our entry at this place? Short. What is happening? It's coming here, taking a resistance. Is this a standing method? So coming here, we can ideally we can go for a short here itself, but what is there in this place? Acting as a pivot. So once this pivot is broken, once this candle leaves the pivot, you can see here it's a free fall to next target. For all this, the only thing is you have to pick the right stock. So Phoenix breakout 3, okay, Phoenix high low range breakout. So use the bracket order to make an entry. The high could be in third or fourth or fifth, even sixth candle. Should enter when the breakout happens, should not wait for the candle closures. So that means we will make our, see this place we might have not seen the stock itself. We are entering only the market at this place. We are entering only the market at this place, and when the high low in the sense, it will be like this. You are making your entry long here, you are making your entry short here, because this is the low of the day. So when you make your entry, you are opening your terminal at this place, you can go for a short here, keep this place as a stop loss. So this can be effectively used with Phoenix setup. This can be effectively used with Phoenix setup. So any doubts? You can ask your questions. Any doubts? You can start practicing this. Please do not start your trade tomorrow again. Okay, do not enter into live trades tomorrow. Maybe you can start trading with 10-15 scripts with the minimum stocks, with the medium size stocks. You can start with the 10-15 scripts, practice well, then you enter into the live trading. Those charting screeners to be updated. No, it is working, I believe. I am okay. Revise. Yes, please revise it, sir. Point number 14. What is the meaning of last sentence? Let me come, ma'am. Point number 14. So if you find a stock on pivot, there are high chances to traveling R1, R1, R2, and R3, S1, S2, and S3. Go long and short accordingly. Avoid. Okay, that means, say for example, let me take a stock. What they are telling is, they are telling, don't try to make your entry above this place. See, if you see here at this place, it's a clear entry only. If, for example, if there is a PRB at this place, can we make our entry here? Can we make our entry here? Already it's you can, if you see the previous environment, it has given prayer swing, it has good swing, it has given. And number two, this is yes, this is no, because it's in the top of the curve, number one. Number two, this is pivot R1 R2. So already it is opening other resistance, so don't make your long here. Same like that, don't make your short at the bottom. When some stock is opening at support 3, for example, I'll draw in a plain place, say like this is the pivot, support 1, support 2, support 3. Some stock is opening below this, don't go on short here. That is a bad idea, because it will try to bounce back. Clear? So now please go through this point, try to understand this point, all this point, because it's not like all are not conditions. Okay, I'm repeating, these all are not conditions. Don't think like there is 24 points, how I will take a stock after crossing 24 points. No, absolutely not. These all are a journey. These all the points are there to make you comfortable in the trade, to avoid all the mistakes. Even if you are doing 3 trades in a week, that will go profitable. That is the reason we have given you this description, or else I can close the point till 4-5 points, I can close it. Why we are giving multiple explanations? Because even if you are doing 3-4 trades in a week, everything should come in profits. Okay, how to select the stock? Any trending stocks with high volatility with strict stop loss is important. Stock selections on 50 SMA, 200 SMA, 450 SMA, pin bar reversals, that is doji, hammer, hanging man, inverted hammer, shooting star. Okay, so if you want to see the difference between intraday 1, 2 and 3, I will not suggest these two. If you want to see the intraday difference in between 1, 2 and 3, open range 1 breakout, open range breakout, entry till 11 a.m. till here we can take here till 12 noon. Don't go beyond that. BTST is taken, no, BTST don't take based on this map. BTST don't take based on this. Small quantity is fine, not good quantity. No futures, only cash market little. Okay, and entry time is before 10 a.m., 10 to 11, and 11 to 12:30. So that entry time is here itself, 12:30. And stop loss 1% or as per technicals, 1% as per technicals. So these are the things. 8 points to check for PRB like stop loss entry. Yes. 8 points to check for PRB like stop loss entry, etc. by selecting itself. Time will go 9:30 to 11. How to check? Why you want to check all those things on the live market? Your stock should be ready by 1 day before. Your stock should be ready 1 day before. Why do you want to do all these things in the live market? So here we have a screener for intraday PRB long and PRB short. This is the screeners you can use in the live market. Let's see what came today. So here there are many conditions, so stocks will come less only. So try to select the stocks based on the EOD market today itself and watch on the next day. That will be the better idea. There is no stocks for today, or I think it's not working. Why is it so? SEC. SEC, it's not to be selected. 1534, 1519. See, it's a clear entry only. There is no doubt. It's a clear entry. When you see this candle is looking big, but it's a clear entry, it has gone to the first target. What is the next stock? Unilever. Again, it's a clear entry. Okay, it's a clear entry. It has went till You can see here exactly it has gone till the moving average, and after that it could not able to make it, and again turned and stop loss hit. When this PR you should check this PRB screener by 9:30. 9:30 onwards you can check VINATI. What is this stock? Sir, how you are searching this stock, sir? I'm seeing this for the first time. 1997, 1958. Sir, avoid taking the stocks which is in heavy weight. Profitable stock, I'm not sure how far it is. Let me check in daily. Avoid this kind of stocks which is in high weightage, sir. High price. Okay. So my personal suggestion, maybe they might have told in channel, Prabhu might have told, but still I tell you, for 1 lakh rupees you can buy only 50 stocks, right? So take a stock which is like less than 500 rupees and more than 50 rupees, so that we'll have a better control, and fluctuation also will be there. Clear? So start practicing from tomorrow. It's my humble request, don't go for a live trading on big quantities from tomorrow. So we will review this. Okay. Do we have approved proven stocks by SP? If so, please share. So there is no proven stocks. You can take whatever the stocks I told, you can take from this F&O list. These stocks work good. These are good liquidity stocks. That's the reason we have selected for F&O. You can take these stocks also. So practice slowly and make sure that you are in the right path. Clear? Practice slowly and make sure you are in the right path. After that, you can start into the live trading in a good quantity. Thank you.